Happy afternoon. As of recording this, it is a blustery, windy, gray November 11. Happy Veterans Day, but yet it's still a beautiful day because I'm on the farm. And today we're going to do more work that gets us closer to having this farm be self-sustainable and keeping it in the family for generations to come. But first, I have an update on the brush and log pile that I set aside from cleaning out around the barn. Drum roll, boom! My dad had the day off, and he was able to get rid of the huge brush pile that I had right here where the remnants of the fire are. He was able to burn the rest of the fence posts and then all the prickers and briars that I took away that were growing up around the red barn or black barn, had fallen on the black barn, and then were preventing me from getting access to the pile of fence posts that our neighbor took down. So that got me a day back of my life, all, just for a six-pack of his favorite beverage, so you can't go wrong there. So first, to start out today, I'm going to grab the steel and make sure that's gassed up and get out and finish cutting up the two cherry trees that we dropped out back by the sand bowl, the sand pit. So these trees were damaged by two huge oak trees that fell during a spring storm. And I love cherry wood for firewood. So yeah, get that cut up, get that hauled over to the main firewood pile, and see where the day leads us after that. Ooh, and the gas is empty. Oh man. No. I don't know what I did with the gear oil and the gas. There it is, the mix and the gas. Left her in the old tractor bucket. Man. Ooh. Come on. There we go. It is a little chillier than I anticipated. I got the cold weather gear on again, but the wind is so strong today. It is just blowing right through. I don't got gloves on like a dummy right now, so that's not helping. Chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug. Chug-a-lug-a-lug-a-lug. Oh yeah. Almost out. Need to switch back over to the winter blend too now that it's a little colder. That came out really quick. It's crazy how much warmer that is just from being in the barn and out of the elements compared to what everything feels like that's right here. Haven't ran the saw in 2 days. Whoa. Let's see how well she wants to start up. Chain bits look sharp, or teeth look sharp. 1, 2, 2 with the choke. 3, 4, 4. Oop, okay. 5, 6, 7. Go back to choke for a minute. 8, 9, 10. Flooded it. 11. She'll stay running there. Trying to think of measuring stick. Ugh. You know, I was pretty disappointed that I ran over the one that I had before, but believe it or not, this one is actually a way much stronger magnet, and I like that there's not the flag tip like the other one had. Link below in the description for where I got this on Amazon. Pretty cool. All right, let's get out there. Enough chatty Cathy stuff. Although, I think I might. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Do I have a? I don't think I have a Sharpening here though. So you want to make sure that you start and finish on the same tooth. Otherwise, you get an uneven sharpen and the saw will walk, like I was talking about in a different video. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a Sharpie. Whoa. Sharpie got. Okay, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I think I may be doing this right, but I'm gonna go this direction first. 3 times every tooth. It's getting 3 passes. I'm rotating as I'm hitting it. 1, 2, 3. I see fresh metal. I'm lining it up with the direction of the tooth. It's interesting so far to see how some look completely hit and some do not. Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Spend, what is it, if you got to cut a tree down, you have 4 hours to do it. Spend 3.5 hours sharpening it, or something like that. Maybe if I do this, I won't have to take them to get sharpened as often, because I spend a decent amount of money. I think it's $13 a chain to get sharpened. And I feel like I don't get a lot of use out of them, except for that brand new blade on the huge pile. I mean, that thing went and went and went and went and went. I never hit dirt, never hit anything metal. So I know that's part of it, but also believe the oil plays a role in it. But I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, and that just almost like I need to go more of an angle. I don't know. Okay, so there, well, now we're good there. On that one, what am I doing here? This is where I always get confused. So, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last sunset's in like about an hour on the money. The windiness kind of abruptly came out of nowhere. Somewhat disappointing, because if everything felt right while I was out there, there's another very large tree that the top got damaged in the storm. It's good firewood, and I was gonna drop it, not clean it up or anything today, but just it's dropped, right? I could start cleaning it up. But with this wind, I don't feel like it's the safest thing to do by myself with nobody out there spotting. And there is the tooth I marked. So the video before this one, I was cutting. You can see how well it started to cut after I changed this blade. And it didn't really dull while I was using it. I wouldn't have guessed that it was going to look like that when I sharpened it. So now I'm curious, does it just Like when I first put it on the log, it was like, and it like ate itself through and took it out. So let's see what we got when we get out there. Let's get some top footage. You can see how much the farm has changed in 2 days. That's one of the things I'm super pumped about, like documenting all this, is you seeing this, the day by day transition that this beautiful farm takes. Bear with me with the blower being on. It is a little chilly. I just got to get used to this new cold too, right? Like, I love it. It's good in its own way. It serves its purpose, right? But we've been spoiled this fall, blessed with the weather that we had. Now I just need to get used to this, and in a couple weeks, the temperature that this is right now will feel like a heat wave, right? So it's all about perspective. And here, quick take a little peekaroo. You can tell where the sun is hitting and where it's not hitting now, right? So that is pretty much due west. The field runs east-west, right? So not much sun action. It was above freezing today too, but in the shade, probably not so much. It's supposed to warm up though as the week goes on. Weekend is looking like it's going to be in the 50s again. And turn the corner, house, greenhouse. Greenhouse is holding up. Looks like the straw or hay is still covering. Oh, see? Look at how the snow just slid right off and fell to the base of the greenhouse. So good to see that. Because I'm gonna gamble and leave the plastic on and hope that I don't make a $250 mistake. Wood pile is up. Take a lookaroo at the ground cover or weed barrier. It's doing its job, right? Okay, looking good. Let that wood season. Log splitter. I should probably get that moved inside if I'm not going to use it tomorrow. I don't know. It's got the cover on. It's made to be outside, but just I want that thing to last for years to come, or be in mint perfect condition to whomever I sell it to for when I upgrade. But I should move it in. That field right there, there's a tree stand back there. My brother-in-law is going to sit in that Saturday morning and hopefully harvest a deer or two. Look forward to that, but that's going to prevent me from being out on this side of the farm for that morning. So that's why I'm being a little more intentional on getting some of this stuff taken care of right now. And it doesn't look like anything new fell, so there's a positive. Let's get some cutting done. I might leave up at this angle for right now. Did a little pre-scan just to make sure there's not any. I mean, there's a widowmaker right up there, but it's leaning that way. This shouldn't fall. There's definitely a widowmaker above that one. But if I'm not messing with that tree, should be okay. I guess if it's gonna happen, it'll be a crazy one, and it was my time to go. But this tree right here, this is the one I was thinking about cutting down. And actually the wind's blowing the right way. But I mean, the wind, it's almost ironic, like uncanny how perfect the wind's blowing like this direction. The tree is already leaning that way. But it's got a little bit of a, it's definitely top heavy that side, but so cut, or notch, come from the back. Still, just a pure adrenaline rush doing that. I almost get a small little rush just thinking about cutting it down. Okay. Hope I didn't flutter earlier. Ooh, she's just cold, that's all. See how she cuts with a haircut almost, right? Saving some of that metal. This is going to be pretty good. Then there you go. Nope, not quite. Then we'll come back to this side. Call that good for now. Put that right there. Let's see how she cuts. Oh yeah, she back. I'm gonna put my foot under it like a dum-dum. There we go. Definitely sit there, dadgummit. All right, felt pretty good. Nice and clean. Save this one for the junky pile. Ooh, I almost threw it on the marker. Worked smart, not hard. Really trimmers. I keep smashing the bottom of the truck with that stuff. So here, oops. Hopefully, I mean, shoot, I forgot the trimmers. But this stuff kept, just, oh, nope, dang it. I don't want to hit that with the chainsaw. Shoot, it's not the right one. So I want to back the truck up so I don't have to walk so bloody far. Damn it. Dang it. That's got to be the whole thing, just... enough so it's not rubbing on the truck. Forgot some of the, didn't forget, didn't get some of the bigger rounds also. Okay, let's get some of these in here. That will give us a little bit better of a runway. I'll back up so I don't have to get as much. I don't know. Is it worth it? And I'm not, take it back, I don't think this is actually cherry. The other one is, well, maybe it's that choke cherry or whatever they call it. Never mind, take it back. They were both cherry. To the best of my knowledge, they're both cherry. Had a fun day at work today. Always nice when a Tuesday goes by nice and smooth and quick, right? Be halfway through the week tomorrow. That's always a good feeling. Little junk pile. That's the kind of stuff. See, my parents like to burn for fun, for recreation. More so than necessity. Give them stuff like that. Excuse me. I'm gonna take care of the stump here in a second too. Yeah, this goes back to probably not being the most efficient with my time. But at the same time right now, getting some steps in, getting a workout in. Right? Better than sitting at the bar, sitting and watching TV. These logs might make me $20 in the future. Okay. Let's move the chainsaw and the stick. That stump will be a nice little piece. Let's get the truck backed up. Just having the gloves on and acclimating out here for a few minutes, totally feel much better. It's not that cold. You know what? I'm gonna use you as a backup camera in a sense. It's tight. I don't really have a lot of turnaround room right here because of the blueberry bushes without whacking a blueberry bush or a tree. Oh, there's that scraping that I don't like. Burp. Pretty that way. Let's see if we can make it without whacking anything. And I'm probably right on top of the tree right now. Cut that up and then move the truck a little further back. Ugh. My shirt is rotting up on me. I want to be with you everywhere. Oh, Nate Dogg. You totally could have went back further. Ooh. Ooh. I swear I'm not getting sick. It's just cold. The other flag could not stand with me starting it. This one, the magnet's powerful enough where it can. Leave that for them. And that'll be it. Nice little chunk there. Ooh. I'm gonna start right here so I can roll it. Oh wow. Did not expect it to roll like that. chunk it away. That will serve its own purpose, right? That's all I'm going to do on that one. I want to be with you everywhere. Oh. Yeah. A little junky junk. Ugh. Definitely need to remember safety glasses. And I should probably do chaps and a should probably do chaps and something else. I don't know what I just heard there, but something caught my attention. It's super windy, lots of trees, yada yada yada. But always be aware of your surroundings. A lot of people may think I'm crazy, but we found cougar poop on here, and many moons ago, a good friend of mine and I were stalking coyotes in a blizzard that were stalking deer. And not far from here, just over there, we turn around and there is a black cat, about yay high off the ground, about yay long, with a perfectly round plushy tail that was like this long, just walking. And it was walking just like a cougar. Its tail was swaying back and forth. It was black. It was a black panther. And I don't care what any of you say, hand on the Bible, hand on my heart, whatever. I saw a freaking black panther out here. It's not the only strangeness that we've encountered, but for right now, that is the one story I'm willing to share. My buddy, you know who you are, he saw it too. I haven't talked to you about it forever because we were both just kind of like, told my parents, they believe me. And ironically, I looked up, black panther or black cougar sightings in the area, and somebody within a mile of the crow flies reported a road crossing of seeing one within a couple of years of the one that we saw. So that made me feel less crazy. I know what we saw. So every once in a while I'll look up, because now you can see the top of the trees where they would be. But the dung is very, very particular, and we saw it. The other strangeness, I feel like being open, a very peculiar smell. I've heard other people describe the smell. It's like a mix of decay, death, wet dog, musk, funk, nasty. And for a 3 or 4 year period, I smelt it around the same time of the year, which was a little bit before where it is now. And there would be a certain area that the smell would always be, and would always feel uneasy. And I'll never forget, finally one day I was out there and I kept stopping and turning around because I felt like something was watching me, and all the hair would stand on me and the goosebumps. And I finally said hey, I'm building a food plot for the deer. I'm not doing anything nefarious out here. I'm not developing it. It's just a food plot. From that day forward, never got that weird feeling again. It was good to go. But my dad would always give me crap because I'd be like, man, that smell is back. What is it? And he'd always be like, it's just decaying leaves. It's fall. Well, finally, after moving back out here, I was like, Dad, don't you think it's really weird that you never smelt that smell in the past 10 years? And then it clicked like a light bulb for him, holy shit, it wasn't a dead animal. It was what it was, right? You think you know what I'm talking about? Comment below. You think I'm crazy? Comment below. But that smell, I've heard other people describe it. Craziest thing. But man, it was almost like I was talking to the woods that day, and all that weirdness and quick little looking over my shoulder because I felt like I was being watched, disappeared. And I built a badass food plot that year, kidney bean shape, on part of the farm that's not our property anymore. Planted buckwheat in it, and it was insane the amount of deer traffic that was in there. I also put a fake branch up for them to lick, and then I think that's the scrape or rub or whatever, but did that, and there was just trail camera action of the deer going ape shit in there. I never hunted it. I just did it because I liked it. It was fun. Getting that kind of deer and that action, all the pictures. It was cool. It was a hobby. I am pumped though now for the field that my brother-in-law is going to hunt in. I did winter peas, winter wheat, and rye. And there's wild watermelons that I plant from seed that are in there too, that the deer are finally starting to get at. Oh, got all into my storytelling and realized I thought I was about to pick up the last log. I have 5 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more of the cherry. 3 more of the oak. I think I'm just going to get the cherry. Call it good. I don't know how much I should load this truck up. I guess too, if you're watching this on the TV and you ever see an animal or something behind me, comment below the minute and second. I'll try to do a zoom in, because when I edit this stuff, I edit it on my phone, and because like I said, I'm doing a minimal edit, right? So I don't need to do it on a laptop or anything for fancy cuts. It's just piecing the sections together. But yeah, let me know. Grandpa used to do a lot of deer hunting back right in this area with his tree stand. I just realized too, you could probably see parts of my neighbor's house, but nothing that would be identifying who they are, what their address is, or where they live. Bada boom. I'll worry about the cleanup stuff later. What do we got time-wise? 5:10. All right, let's get this back up there. Get this little wood unloaded. We'll probably call it a day. Crazy how quickly the light is brain fart going away, subsiding, dissipating. I don't know if you can hear that, but oh, that just rips the back of the under the body of the truck. Quick little progress though. Every little bit helps get us closer to that goal of being the farm sustaining itself with revenue. Oh! And that right there, I'm gonna flip around, is my sign that I need to get that log splitter inside. The tarp or the cover blew off, and it was on just a little bit ago when we drove past, so glad I came out and did this. I gotta get that. Dadgummit. I don't think I have the trailer hitch on the truck. I'm gonna have to go. Yep. Dadgummit. I'm gonna have to go get the trailer, or I'm gonna have to go get the get that off the tractor or out of the barn. Damn, I can't talk. Beautiful wife, what you got, girl? She says I'm done working. I'm close. I bet you $1. I love her. I bet she calls. With all my heart and soul, I love her. I can't do another hour. I could if it would stay light. And I want to do it. Man, the clouds. It's so beautiful. And the clouds are moving fast too. Coming from the southwest. I've been working on the log pile all the past hour. This log pile's gonna make some money to let me buy a firewood processor. Because when we buy that firewood processor, we can outproduce our competition and offer a superior product. And then we take over the market share of our area. But we're not gonna sink more of our money into it just quite yet. So let's get some inventory. All think the whole rounds are all from the result of one storm, right? One crazy storm. We sheltered in place. The sky was green and the tornado sirens are going off. That's the only time that has ever happened. The whole time my parents have lived here, and the house is 36 years old. Maybe 37 now. I'm not sure if I'll regret cutting these little guys. I mean, there's probably 2 logs in there, right? Maybe 3, or pieces of firewood, 3 pieces of firewood. And I get this big boy. There. Trailer hitch and ball. In the truck, because for whatever reason threads got messed up and have a hard spot. Don't regret this little bit of work. Ooh, the door's shut on the greenhouse. Interesting. Interesting. How did that happen? I guess I don't remember shutting it. Huh. I really need to do a hardcore cleanup out here this weekend. Look at those clouds. Well, that works. I mean, keep some of the heat in, maybe, right? There's a couple different, I mean, I had tomato cages in front of there. I don't remember seeing the tomato cages right now. Go back and check it out. The log wasn't in front of the, what did I have in front of the door? Something was blocking the door. Otherwise it would shut. Maybe it was the water jug and my mom took the water jug back. Man, you're not going to be able to see anything light-wise in there, are you? Alright, let's get that hitch. I'll just get the trailer, or I'll just get the log splitter inside. I'm not going to move the tractor around. Don't think it's going to rain tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, that's something happened to that thread. She does not want to go on. There we go, okay. And did it clean up where I don't got to use the wrench? Perfect. Threads fixed itself. I was just able to hand tighten it. Yeah, I'll just put it in here and put the cover on. Should be out of the elements. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna rain. Let's get back out there before we lose light. This is where it's at, folks. Doing farm work. Man, it's cool that he took care of that pile. That just allows me to go rip and build that pile back up and keep everything looking nice and clean around here, nice and proper. Yeah, depending on my mood, what else we get done this weekend, I might go chip away around that barn again a little bit. It's right by, I mean, it's literally like feet, yards from my neighbor's house, and I'm going to be respectful and not sit out there with a saw super early in the morning. And then even more so like on Sunday. That's still kind of a deal around here, right? Like, I don't mind working on the farm on Sunday, but I'm not going to be right up next to their house sawing and ripping and tractoring, right? Like that. Okay, the tomato cages are there. It's still not hard enough of a freeze to kill the foliage on the snapdragons. But yeah, I'm not going to be sitting there just on a Sunday morning, because that's just who I am. I don't get down that way. Hopefully that grace, not just from this neighbor, but from any potential future neighbors, is extended, you know, because that's where we're at. Okay, tilt it up. Much easier. Okay, tilt. Okay, then grab it there. Like a glove. Let's get that beast put away. Yeehaw! Here we go. On our way back to the barn. Pink sky to the west. The direction you're facing right now is due east. I want to get a copyright strike. Already regretting not taking those stumps down, but we're nearly out of time. Gotta be back to the day job in less, ooh, big bump, in less than 12 hours. Gotta do fam time yet. Meditation time, self-reflection time. And get my beauty sleep, right? Handsome dude like myself doesn't happen without beauty sleep. Thankful for every minute, guys, every day. finally warm enough as we're wrapping up the day. All right, I'm gonna get this put inside, get the tarp put on it, and call it a day. As always, give a like, a share, a subscribe if you have not already. Leave a comment below. What do you like? What do you dislike? How you liking the minimally edited? You get to follow along on me as I transform this farm back into something where we can generate some revenue and keep it in the family for generations to come if my son so desires. What would I do if he didn't want it? Hopefully I can make it a nature preserve, because he is the last generation to carry on, or he is who could carry on the last name, right? Like from our branch, I was the last one, got lucky, had a son. I mean, got lucky, had a healthy child, but he can carry on the last name. So yeah, maybe I'll make it a nature preserve. But until the next one, I'll see you on the other side.